Hello guys, so I'm going to go ahead and actually put the commentary on top of this game. We're going to see exactly how it's going to go. I'm just basically go through the reasons for what I'm doing and why. Just because you don't really see first-person commentaries, and it's going to be awkward because you'll be able to hear me while I go ahead and talk over. I'm going to turn the volume down, that's just in case. Yeah. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I want to get you a bit of commentary, so that's why I'm doing this. So we're going to go ahead and check this out, as we just see me doing the normal probe thing, by having mine from the closest patch. I don't know, just more efficient. Gives you something to do in the early game. I'm also curious, by the way, guys, you can see my hand dancing around down there, like the middle rightish area on top of where the unit portrait normally would be. So I was actually curious about what you think about that. Like, do you think it's good to watch my hands dance around as I just click buttons? I mean, I don't have the fastest APM, but I think it's something that can be fun. A lot of people don't really know how to actually use their hands in the most efficient manner. Like right now, you can see that my wrist doesn't move. Like my wrist stays planted, and you can see my hand dancing around, and without really ever changing its base position. You can't really tell by my mouse. My mouse sensitivity is on pretty high, and I really don't move my hand that much. It's just short bursts to move it to where I want to go, and I try to do as controlled as I possibly can. So now looking around here, you can see that I'm dancing around, just doing my scouting. Coming back here, making sure my build orders are fine. It's just I don't do build orders with numbers. I just do it when does it feel right, when is the money to, and it sort of works out in all the good ways. And also look at my building placement. I'm closing off parts of my mineral line. You can see that pylon locked off that entrance. That's one spot that Hellions can't run by to get out of. You can see that my left side, I have the gateway and the pylon positions that you can't come in through that pathway, because especially on these spawning positions, I got lucky. And that these were the spawning positions, because I'm blocking off the left side, which means Hellions dropped in the left side of the base, and then they were planning to run into my mineral line, can no longer do so from that angle, so I can fully lock it in, and I'll be good. It's pretty much that simple. Now, I should be trying to get a gas steal. Yeah, there's the gas steal. So basically I'm trying to just weaken drops, because drops are a weakness of mine. Like, I fall prey to them, and they're very hard to deal with if you don't spot them early. But once you spot them, they can be stopped, and you can look really, really solid. It's like also you can make your opponent rage, and that's always funny. I mean, always trying to be nice on the internet, guys. Don't take advantage of the enemy of it. Please, I beg of you, be kind to your fellow nerds. So now, I've seen 2 racks so far. I've seen not that many Marines, to be honest, that are not anything that I was really expecting. So I actually feel pretty safe at the moment. I'm also looking at, I fixed my probe almost immediately, just wasn't clicked at the correct possible time, but I'm basically planning to do a 3-gate expand. That's going to be my opener for this game. It's a good way to pressure and actually scout with the pressure, so you can see he's going for this, and I can respond with that. So right now, he's killed it off with only 4 Marines, so I'm thinking, okay, he's either teching, or he's going to be getting an expansion. Those are generally your 2 choices, early game especially, which means that, okay, I'm going to push, and that will give me the information that I need. I won't have a robo, I won't have observers, I'll just be able to see exactly what I need to get them to try and hit before Cloaked Banshees could really hit me, just in case, because Cloaked Banshees are something you always have to be aware of the possibility. Always have to be aware that there is a possibility of, I don't know, awkward sentence, but it doesn't matter. Point still stands that I'm still going to try and play this as safely as I can. 3-gate expand is a pretty good build for most situations. I'm also just spraying on pylons, making sure that I can actually know exactly what's going on. And now I'm just poking in. I'm going to see if there's an expo out or not. I'm going to see there is no expo. Okay, I'm going to pop up. What do I see over here? I see the expansion. Good. I see the expansion. I'm like, okay, solid. I know exactly what's going on. I think if you can hear me speak in the background, I'm just like, expansion, yay. Just because I have a mic always. So now I'm thinking, okay, good. I'll expand behind my 3-gate. So here's my response to what I just saw. Instead of pushing, then expanding, I'll do this. Generally, I do like to get my expansions as soon as possible. Very, very greedy player. I think one game I lost because I had 3 bases and only 3 gateways and 1 robot I was constantly producing out of. But now here I'm going to go for that mainly Zealot Sentry with a few Stalkers for my push. Just give me a lot of micro possibilities with Guardian Shield, tanking with the Zealots. They also dish damage because they can actually get to these the Marines and the Marauders in that position. So I'll definitely be feeling solid about that. You can see I'm inching up pylons, so it's going to give me some good scout in the future, as well as allow me to warp and reinforcements immediately. But there is my next round of warping, so I'm going to go ahead and push. And now you'll see how I can control it and everything. So now there's my next pylon. I figure I don't want to do it exactly to the front because then it might get seen. And this will allow me to scout for the gold as well. If he just pushes out and goes straight to the middle map, you probably won't see my pylon. So just a good thing to do. Also, you'll notice that the colors are green and red even though this is a ladder game. And that's simply because I have it set so that these are always the colors. Yeah, and Farron's is the guy that I played before that I decided to give him the win. Well, I didn't actually, but it was annoying. Now you can see Zealots essentially moving up, and now I'm like, oh, beautiful opportunity to kill everything. So I'm going to move up, get my Guardian Shield, and try and inch forward the sentry that was casting it, but didn't do that successfully, but it doesn't matter because I'm doing a ton of damage. I'm feeling solid, and I didn't use my forward pylon. I'm not quite sure why. I can't really give a good reason for that, but now you're going to see me go ahead and deal a fair bit of damage to everything here. Now I'm feeling really, really solid because my money is still low throughout all of this. My expansion is on the way. I actually should be going ahead and checking that soon, because it's going to be completed. And hey, look at that, it is completed. Not too far off my time. You can see there is still a little bit of Chrono Boost down there. And oh, actually that was a really that was actually a misclick. I meant to actually shift Q, so I didn't go by that ramp, but that allowed me to see Ghost. So I'm like, okay, time to get Colossi because Templar are not an option. Well, they could be theoretically, but I would rather go for Colossi because Ghosts, not the most expensive unit, but they are a little gas intensive. So I'm like, okay, I should be good with me going for Colossi. Obviously, a good solid all-around unit, so why not? So that's my thought process for getting the Colossi. You notice that I'm playing a very reactionary game. I'm not playing, I'm going to go for this and this only. I'm going to poke around and respond to what he's doing. I'm going to try and get different periods of time where I can scout and get the information that I really want. And you can see, just to be safe, I've put my stalkers onto the ledge just to make sure that I can see, and it's coming in. I'm going straight for Colossus, right for it. I've shut down his expansion. I now want to get a Colossus, hopefully in time if he has a big push. You can see that my pylon's still alive. I have control of the center tower. I will know if he's coming, barring the possibility of him going down that left route, but in which case my forward pylon will get attacked, and I'll get knowledge that way. And there's me preventing the Artosis pylon, which I really hate calling that, because I really do like Artosis as a person and a player. I've never actually talked to him, but he seems like a fun guy. He loves StarCraft, so I'll just respect him for that alone, and he is so intelligent about it. Anyone who knows about him from the Brood War days is well aware of what I'm talking about when I say this. But now I'm going to be observers and get my next round of scouting in. And it's only been a minute or two since my last scout with the army, so this is going to be pretty solid. You can see I'm also getting out upgrades, because armor upgrades are so important to keep our units alive. So extended thermal lance is happening. I've noticed that there's also still no drops, so I'm wondering about the passivity. What is he doing? Is he mass expanding, or is he be going for something like a Raven push, or Banshees? Are going to go for siege tanks? Is he going for Thors even? There's a lot of possibilities, and I want to know. So right now I'm playing it safe. You can see I'm not even using all my units to go ahead and break down the rocks. I don't need my Expo instantaneously. I'm already feeling good economically because I shut down his expansion attempt, and you can see he doesn't have a ton of SCVs. I was able to kill off a fair bit before. He's just now getting up his expansion, so I'm thinking, okay, good. And, oh, look, siege tanks, Hellions. Okay, so he's going for a mechish build. So I'm going to respond in kind with Colossi, because Colossi are pretty good against mech. I'm not that great against mech. It's one of my weaknesses against Terran, so I'm not acting with 100% infallible knowledge when I'm talking about going against mech, but I do have the basics. You want those tech units. I've actually had some success with going Colossi Void Ray against mech. But now there's me trying to just hide the Colossus. Like, hey, I'm not going for Colossus. And also he's not seeing my army, so that's good. I'm seeing more tanks. There are the ghosts running around once more. And I should be scaring around more. I'm trying to be active with the observer. We're not focusing on macros. My money's getting pretty high, so I gotta start spending that. But it's a good time getting my expansion. So as far as times go, not bad to get money high. Also, you saw that with a supply block, my money immediately shot up. That's what happens when you get supply blocked when you have a strong economy. And now All those ghosts are making me really happy for Colossi, because that is a lot of EMP capabilities. I also want upgrades. I want more upgrades. I want charge, I want blink, and I want further attack, further armor upgrades than just the +1/+1. So we go ahead and watch as we do that, and I'm saying we. But now I'm going to get the +1 attack, because attack upgrades are great for Colossi. They almost are essential for Colossi, in my opinion. But now I've got Extended Thermal Lance. I'm feeling good. Now I'm just keeping an eye on everything I can. You can see that my observer should be moving around the left side of the map. Yep, I'm checking on it, and we're going to see exactly what we do. And I see, oh, Banshees. So we're getting Banshees. So you know what I'm going to do? Phoenixes. Phoenix Colossus is one of my favorite army compositions ever, and this game is handing it to me as a response, and that means that I am ecstatic. Granted, it would have been just plain lucky if I had gone for it at the very beginning, and I would have been in a better position, but you know what? I'm perfectly happy with this. You only had one Banshee out. I have a lot of time to respond. You can chrono boost out those Phoenixes and be solid. They produce very, very quickly. My money's getting a little bit, actually I'm bringing it down a little bit, so not too bad on the money front. You can see I'm still getting probes, I'm still getting upgrades, I'm doing as much as I can. I'm looking at his economy, and I see that his SCV saturation is not that high, so I'm feeling perfectly content with how I'm playing this right now. I've got Stalkers in play for if he's going to bring with the Banshee or the drops, and now we're going to see Chrono Boost out of Phoenixes. And working on upgrades. You can see I'm also getting out more of my army. Now that my third is done, say hello to a transfer of probes. Actually, a fair few. So that should be something for my natural too, I would think. Yep, upgrades I'm going to charge first because I'm pretty zealot heavy. I need to. This was a frustrating moment because now I have enough gas. I'm going to go ahead and do other stuff. Colossus coming out, and there's the next Phoenix. Okay, so a little bit of a halt in the Phoenix production, but not a huge deal at all. Yep, and there's me bringing these guys from my natural. And now I see, okay, good, he's moving out. I have a solid army compositions. Like I have multiple army compositions. No, I have one army composition that's pretty good. I'm a little supply blocked at an unfortunate moment, but I still have that watchtower, so I'm still not moving down my stalkers. It is a very good move for a Terran to go harass the Banshees and attack the front with everything else. So I want to play it safe until I see his army actually push out. I'm keeping an eye on his third, but maybe he has the gold. So you can see my observer going down to the goal right now just to double check that. You can see that he doesn't have it yet, but oh, there's his third base, and it's 17 minutes in, and I get killed. But I got the information that I needed. I saw the Vikings. I know I need even more Phoenixes to deal with. I'm also really approaching max. You can see my food count is getting up there. I think it's 184 if it's not too pixelated, which I hope not. It should still be pretty clear what's happening. And you can see that, yeah, I'm starting to mine out this base. I'm going to send it to my third, no worries whatsoever. My upgrade should be getting up there. Like, there's the +2 armor. So I'm +1/+1 at the moment with +2 armor along the way. I'm getting more Vikings. I'm getting Colossi. You can see that I'm now at 197, so I'm thinking I'm going to be pushing very, very, very soon. Possibly waiting for the upgrade, or I can go ahead and just defend because he's probably going to push out soon. But now I'm seeing all this. I'm max. It's time to go. I'm not going to waste this opportunity as a max Protoss to go ahead and just say, hey, I'm going to sit here, let you get max, and then go max on max. No, I'm going to go ahead and say max way too many times in the same couple sentences, and I'm going to push out and attack. And there you see me covering my bases by getting a pylon down in that blind spot to the left. And there I believe that's the +3 armor that I'm researching now. And I'm pretty much max, so I can't produce any more. I'm 200. So I'm going to get some more reinforcement pylons. And now I see him there. I'm going to start attacking. There we go, moving in. You can see I'm splitting my stalkers up so my zealots can get through. You can see there is the Guardian Shield to reduce the damage a little bit. I have a fair amount of Colossi. I see the nuke. By the way, there's nuclear launch detected, and you saw that there was that gold dot, or I'm saying gold dot. It's a red dot, and now that that's gone down, I'm gonna go ahead and push immediately. I mean, why not? Now I've got another Colossal. I'm adding him to my hotkey, and now I'm gonna start continuing the pressure. I'm gonna attack. And now I'm gonna see me moving in. Phoenixes were actually, I misclicked and get the 5 attack in, but now we're gonna see them coming in. I'm still letting them take out the Vikings. Cause see my Colossi are still alive. I have at least 5 Colossi just swiping everything, and there's a 6-1 attacking the main base. My money's a little bit high, but there is GG, and I won the game. So that is my reactionary play. So that's passivity with intelligence. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching.